16,000 doctors to Jacques syndrome in 5 years. Talks open between Republic of Congo and African fires. Details, I am Akan Usen. The Lagos State government has declared zero tolerance for any form of environmental infractions from residents of the state. Corps Marshal of the Lagos Environmental Sanitation Corps, LAGESC, Olani Cole, stated this during a press briefing on the state of environmental compliance among residents. Cole said the agency remains the premier environmental enforcement agency of the state, which is domiciled under the State Ministry of the Environment and Water Resources to ensure general cleanliness around the metropolis. He said in line with the Themes Plus agenda of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, which aims at making Lagos habitable for businesses, the agency has been able to carry out enforcement operations and conduct a cleanup of all pedestrian bridges across the state. Cole noted that the agency also arrested miscreants that converted pedestrian bridges to lay siege on unsuspecting pedestrians, discouraging them from the use of bridges for safety.
Ensure that people don't build or sell on walkways, and ensure that any market that is not properly cleaned, we have action that will take against them. And this one crossing, my boys, the kind people, they are on the way. Once you are caught, they'll bring you. Like some they sentence them 1 month, some are made to pay fine, whereas some are made to do some community job. So with time, maybe our orientation to start changing.
Cole also urged the media to support the agency as it embarks on enforcements for cleaner Lagos, while advising Lagosians to desist from street trading, open defecation, and building of structures on lay-bys. Lagos State government has again trained and empowered 350 persons living with disabilities, PLWDs, in different vocations such as hairdressing, phone repair, makeup, gilly tying, and barbing. Speaking at the graduation ceremony, Commissioner for Wealth Creation and Employment, Akan Usen, stated that the program is a great initiative and in line with Governor Sanwo-Olu's Themes Plus agenda of inclusiveness. Usen opined that the entrepreneurship program will help in contributing to the growth of the economy through newly acquired vocational skills and also boost the self-esteem and confidence of the beneficiaries. Also speaking at the event, Permanent Secretary, Minister of Wealth Creation and Employment, Biodun Onoyele, congratulated the graduates, urging them to make good use of the skills acquired as great entrepreneurs. Kano State Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf has urged President Bola Tinubu to open land borders to enhance food security in the country. Kabir Yusuf stated this during a courtesy visit by the Controller General of Customs, Adewale Adeniyi, lamented the harsh economic conditions being experienced by Nigerians. While stressing the need to reopen the borders, the governor lauded the customs food distribution scheme and called for proactive measures to guard against diversion of the commodities. On his part, the Controller General of Customs, Adewale Adeniyi, said consultations are ongoing on reopening of the borders, adding that the president has the prerogative to reopen the country's land borders. And now to the rest of the stories. Nigeria has lost 15 to 16,000 doctors to the Jacques syndrome in the last 5 years. The coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Ali Pate, who made this known while speaking on a television program, said about 17,000 others had been transferred. Pate, who said the brain drain syndrome has robbed the health sector of its best hands, affirmed that the government is doing its best to expand the training scheme and motivate others who chose to stay back and serve their fatherland. He added that 55,000 licensed doctors are in the country to attend to the growing population of patients following the exodus of health professionals to hospitals and health facilities abroad. The Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, SANU, and the Non-Academic Staff Union, NASU, have declared a 7-day warning strike to demand the payment of 4 months of withheld salaries of their members after the 2022 nationwide strike. The decision was part of the resolution of the Joint Action Committee of the two unions after a meeting which held in Akure, Ondo State. SANU President Mohammed Ibrahim, who read the communique of the meeting to journalists in Abuja, said the decision to embark on a warning strike was taken as a last resort since several protest letters and other communications with the federal government did not result in a payment of the withheld salaries. It will be recalled that President Bola Tinubu had directed the payment of withheld salaries for university workers owing to their strike in 2022. Meanwhile, SANU, NASU, and the National Association of Academic Technologists, NAT, said they were yet to get salaries for the said period and had issued a 1-week ultimatum about 2 weeks ago. And now to foreign news. Representatives from Ethiopia's federal government and the Tigray regional state have started talks in Addis Ababa to end the delays in implementing the Pretoria Peace Agreement. The deal, brokered between the two parties and signed in South Africa in November 2022, aims to bring stability to the region after the conflict between the Tigray People's Liberation Front and the federal government that started in November 2020. Challenges in implementing the agreement have caused tensions, prompting the African Union to mediate discussions to find a resolution. The Pretoria Agreement addresses issues such as power sharing, regional autonomy, and resource control, aimed at resolving the conflict's root causes through negotiation. Interim President of Tigray's administration, Getachew Reda, announced that no further bilateral meetings will be held with the federal government until all pending issues are resolved. Kenya's former President Uhuru Kenyatta and Nigeria's former President Olusegun Obasanjo are among the mediating team. And away from all that, now sports. The Democratic Republic of Congo is set to host the CAF African Schools Football Championship. This upcoming event marks the final leg of the competition, with the Central African Football Federations Union, UNIFAC zone, gearing up to stage the concluding phase of the zonal qualifiers. In a press statement released by CAF Online Communications Department, the program, which is the brainchild of CAF President Patrice Motsepe, has, in its second season, reached more than 800,000 schoolboys and girls under the age of 15. The statement adds that the UNIFAC zonal qualifiers are set to take place at Stade des Martyrs in Kinshasa between March 11 and 17. And that's all for the news at 4. Just before we go, stay alive. Make use of pedestrian bridges where available. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X, formerly Twitter, Traffic Radio 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration trained 150 small-scale business owners in digital marketing? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Government has declared zero tolerance for any form of environmental infractions from residents of the state. Nigeria has lost 15 to 16,000 doctors to the Japa syndrome in the last 5 years. We also told you that representatives from Ethiopia's federal government and the Tigray regional state have started talks in Addis Ababa to end the delays in implementing the Pretoria Peace Agreement. And in sports, the Democratic Republic of Congo is set to host the CAF African School Football Championship. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to Lagos Traffic Radio at lagosstate.gov.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Olokoroku. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good afternoon.